Journalists have been encouraged to adapt to approach of solutions journalism in various media platforms in addressing stories affecting the society. According to Solutions Journalism Network, solutions journalism, also known as SOJO, is rigorous and compelling reporting about responses to social problems. SOJO can also be defined as reporting on something that is happening now and the effect it is producing. Caroline Karobia, the African coordinator for Solutions Journalism Network, noted a shift of interest in the number of audiences interested in watching news due to the negative approach. According to Reuters Institute 2024 Digital News Report, 39% of people globally avoid news because of its negative nature.
More people are avoiding news. And this is the reason why we need to now change the way we look at news, not just from a problem-focused approach, but also looking at what are people doing about these particular problems that we're talking about. And a number of you spoke about the issues adolescents or young people are having in terms of, accessing the reproductive health care. But have we thought of, systems or, initiatives that have been introduced to look after that or to address the issues?
Speaking during a Science Media Café held in Nairobi on 30th April 2025, organized by Science Africa in conjunction with Media for Environment, Science, Health and Agriculture, MESHA, Karobia mentioned that it was high time science journalists shifted to addressing issues that provided social solutions.
The reason as to why we need to focus on solution stories is because people also need to understand why we need to address the issues that we're talking about. Because if you can imagine, if everything about bombarded with stories of problems, issues, there are fires, there are floods, people are dying, and you're not getting stories of how they're being addressed, then you become hopeless. You have no power, you have no agency. But if you cover stories from a solutions angle and you're telling people this particular society in Nigeria has been able to address this issue by introducing this intervention, then you're actually giving people hope with teeth.
Mr. Daniel Otunge, Science Africa Deputy Executive Director, noted that by doing solution-based stories, the general public is able to act on the issues affecting them in a way that brings hope.
We believe that all these stories that you've talked about, the story ideas, we can apply solutions to them because people want to hear solutions to the problems, not media focusing more on the problems themselves. The problems are there, but how do you apply solutions to them so that you tell them what can they do about it or what have they been doing about it that can actually help other people to help themselves. We hope that the partnership that we're having will continue so that we can make sure that the solutions journalism spreads in all the newsrooms and the stories are told not from problems perspective but from solutions perspective.
Following a number of science journalists training on solutions journalism, Mr. Otunge says there has been a notable change on science reporting.
Solutions journalism is permeating through the newsrooms in Kenya. I think that's something that we really want to get to the bottom of, and through our partnership with the SJN, we are also doing an analysis, an impact assessment, especially in the newsrooms, to be able to give you data to show that is actually permeating or getting traction in the newsroom.
Through the partnership between Solutions Journalism Network and Science Africa, a number of journalists, including MESHA members, have gotten grants and have done impactful problem-solving stories.
I have done quite a number of trainings with Science Africa and MESHA on SOJO stories, and I have gotten some grants. I don't remember how many, but yes, we've produced stories together. So one of the stories I actually produced, a SOJO story, I've won me an award at African Union, WHO. It was on bacteriophages and AMR as a solution.
SOJO has taught me a lot of things. It has shaped the way I do stories. One of the things SOJO has taught me is that it has changed my perception to be a guide dog instead of being a watchdog. Instead of just highlighting the problems that the society face, it gives me the opportunity to tell the people what solutions they have for particular problems they're facing.
Solutions journalism was introduced by Solutions Journalism Network. It is based on 4 pillars, namely response to social problems, insight, evidence-based, and limitations. Solutions journalism approach can be implemented in various mediums.
So we do not have an excuse as to why we should not use that approach for covering stories, and not just for print. They are also covered across, multiple platforms. You can do a solution stories on radio. You can have it online. You can do a piece on solutions journalism on TV.
Reporting for MESHA, I am Christine Ochogo.